I take this opportunity to confront once again the vile lies, racial manipulation, and fear-mongering perpetuated by a cadre of habitual detractors of the People's Progressive Party Civic. These detractors are bereft of integrity and vision and seek only to derail the transformative progress Guyanese are experiencing today. Among these detractors are Rickford Burke, a notorious agitator and a wanted man, and Paul Slow, who is currently under investigation under the Sexual Offences Act of Guyana following a complaint by a female. Both individuals recently appeared on a Grenadian talk show, eagerly spreading their venomous propaganda with reckless disregard for the truth, aiming to stoke the flames of division within our society once again. These detractors, evidently intoxicated by their own venom, are entrenched in the most insidious forms of political deceit, exploiting historical grievances and weaponizing them for personal and political gain. My intervention during the program was a deliberate move to make it resoundingly clear to Burke, Slow, and their cohort that this PPP civic government, along with their resilient people of Guyana, will not bow to their baseless tactics nor be silenced by the cacophony of those who offer nothing but chaos and destruction. Their rhetoric is not that of legitimate dissent, but a brazen assault on public order designed to manipulate and frighten the very people they pretend to represent. Rickford Burke, with his long history of inciting racial hatred and engaging in seditious conduct, stands accused of multiple serious offenses under the Guyana law. His actions are not just a series of criminal missteps, they represent a sustained effort to undermine the government, sow discord among the population, and orchestrate criminal activities as part of an extortion scheme. His calls for the burning of Georgetown are indicative of a desperate attempt to resurrect the destructive past of Mo Fire, Slow Fire, a PNC led campaign characterized by looting, violence, and chaos that terrorized businesses and ordinary citizens alike. Burke's conduct alongside Slow's is not about offering a principled alternative or even constructive criticism. Rather, it represents a calculated effort to destabilize Guyana's hard won progress against rigged elections, failed economic policies, and social injustices. Burke and Slow are not voices of reasons, but relics of a past marred by division and hostility. They position themselves as champions of people, but their actions speak of nothing more than a deep seated hatred for any authority that dares to stand against their narrow, self serving agenda. They thrive on perpetuating a narrative of division, using every opportunity to undermine the achievements of Afro Guyanese and other citizens who are embracing opportunities that are part of the government's program for people's development. Burke's contempt for those who engage with his government is blatant. Recently, he called for the boycott of Afro Guyanese owned businesses in Brooklyn, New York, simply because those business owners exercise their constitutional right to engage with President Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali during his visit to the United States. This kind of rhetoric is not about uplifting Afro Guyanese, but about keeping them chained to a narrative of perpetual victimhood, where their success is always questioned, where their motives always malign, and their loyalty is always in doubt. Instead of recognizing the achievements of Afro Guyanese entrepreneurs, public servants, and ordinary citizens who are making significant strides in their various sectors, whether through access to quality education, improved healthcare, affordable housing, or thriving business ventures, Burke and his cohorts derive them as sellouts and traitors to their race. This perverse form of race baiting is nothing more than an attempt to divide our people, to foster an environment where success is viewed with suspicion and where collaboration with the government is painted as betrayal. It is a cynical ploy to maintain control over a narrative that tells young Afro Guyanese that their aspirations are not their own, that their achievements are not illegitimate, that their achievements are not legitimate, and that their loyalty must be measured by their adherence to a toxic ideology. The truth is that the People's Progressive Party civic government has opened the doors to unprecedented opportunities for all Guyanese, irrespective of race or background. Afro Guyanese, like their fellow citizens, are benefiting from a robust economy, increased access to home ownership, expanded healthcare services, enhanced educational opportunities through scholarships, and significant investments in infrastructure that are transforming communities across our country. This progress is not the preserve of one group, but a national success story that reflects the inclusive and forward thinking policies of this administration. The vision for Guyana by Burke and others is for our nation to be one marred in conflict where progress is held hostage by a few self anointed gatekeepers who profit from division and despair. This government will, however, not be cowed by those who peddle lies and prey on historical grievances. We are committed to building a future where all Guyanese can thrive, where economic opportunities are accessible to everyone, and where our shared prosperity is celebrated, not denigrated. To the detractors who traffic in deceit and discord, we send a clear message. Your lies will not prevail. The people of Guyana are not your pawns, and our nation will not be held captive by your politics of fear and division. We will continue to march forward, unbowed and united, determined to build a future that honors the contributions of every citizen and rejects the poisonous narratives that seek to divide us.